Alright, picture this. You hear that deep, unmistakable Mustang growl, but something about it feels a little different this time. A little more futuristic, a little more aggressive, and yeah, a lot more exciting. Because the upcoming Ford Mustang GT500 isn't just another upgrade. It's shaping up to be a whole new chapter for American muscle. Now, if you've been following the GT500 legacy, you already know it's never been subtle. It's loud, it's powerful, and it doesn't apologize for either. But this next version? Ford looks like they're pushing things even further, while also stepping into the future with a hybrid twist. Yeah, you heard that right. Rumors and early reports are pointing toward a hybrid-assisted V8 setup. And before you panic thinking this means less power, it's actually the opposite. The idea here is to combine that classic supercharged V8 punch with instant electric torque. So instead of waiting for power to build, you get that brutal acceleration right off the line, like pin you to your seat kind of fast. We're talking about a car that could easily push past the previous GT500's already insane output. And if Ford gets this right, it won't just be fast in a straight line. It'll feel sharper, more responsive, and more controlled than ever before. Now let's talk about the way it looks. Because honestly, that's half the experience with a car like this. The new GT500 is expected to lean even harder into aggressive styling. Think wider stance, more sculpted lines, and a front end that looks like it's ready to attack the road. Bigger air intakes, a more pronounced splitter, and of course, that signature Mustang attitude dialed up to 11. Around the back, you can expect a redesigned rear wing, possibly more functional than ever, not just for looks but to actually improve stability at high speeds. And the overall vibe? It's less classic muscle and more modern performance beast. It's like Ford took everything people loved about the old GT500 and then gave it a sharper, more high-tech edge. And speaking of high-tech, the interior is getting a serious glow-up too. Gone are the days when muscle cars felt a bit basic on the inside. The upcoming GT500 is expected to feature a fully digital display, a larger infotainment screen, and a much cleaner dashboard layout. Everything feels more driver-focused, more premium, and honestly, more in line with what you'd expect from a high-end performance car today. You'll probably see upgraded materials as well, things like Alcantara carbon fiber accents and sports seats that actually hold you in place when you're pushing the car hard. But at the same time, it's still a Mustang. So it's not trying to be overly fancy or disconnected. It's just better, more refined without losing that raw driver-first feeling. Now here's something interesting that not a lot of people are talking about: the possibility of improved versatility. Some reports hint that Ford might be tweaking the suspension and drive modes in a way that makes the GT500 more adaptable. Not exactly an off-road vehicle, obviously. This isn't a Bronco, but potentially better handling on rougher roads, uneven surfaces, or less than perfect conditions. So instead of being a car that only shines on smooth highways or racetracks, it could become something you actually enjoy driving more often, in more situations. And that's a big deal, because traditionally, cars like the GT500 are a bit intense. Amazing, yes, but not always the easiest to live with. If Ford manages to balance that raw power with a bit more usability, it could make this version way more appealing to a wider audience. Now let's talk about the big question: price. Nothing is officially confirmed yet, but it's pretty safe to expect a bump compared to the last GT500. With the addition of hybrid tech, upgraded interior, and overall improvements, you're likely looking at